now that we've set up our web form onto our website, I want to talk about actually emailing your list. So Aweber has two options. You have the follow-up series option and you have the broadcast series option. There's also a third, which is blog broadcast, but we're not going to go over that because the two main ones are going to be this follow-up series and the second one being broadcasts. Now the difference between the two is that a follow-up series is an autoresponder email. So this is automatically sent out based on an interval that you set, and when people sign up they'll be sent these automatically without you having to actually do anything. That's what most people would have used Aweber for, and the reason you're doing this. Now a broadcast is a one-off email that you want to send to your list. Say you have a sale on, or you have something that you want to tell your list about that day, that you can automatically send that up, or you want to do daily emailing and you create a broadcast to send out, and you can schedule it for the next day or for a week's time without it automatically being sent up from the original sign up date. Okay, so in this video I want to just focus mainly on the follow-up series, and in the next video I'll talk about the broadcasts. So if we click follow-up series, okay, so what we can do is, like it says here, automatically deliver a series of emails to new subscribers. So we can take them through the process of making sure that they are delivering the content which we've spoke about in the sign up form, or we want to take them through a sales funnel and actually explain to them, okay, what we're doing, what they're going to get out of reading the emails, and tell them a little bit more about a product or something of that nature, if there's a sequence. Now we're not going to go into the details of how to set up a sales funnel because that's not the focus of this course, but there are some very good people that can help you with that, and I'll put down some links below this of people that I would recommend if you want assistance with ongoing coaching or help with ongoing processes. Okay, so to create your first follow-up, we can then click here, and we've got three options. We've got a drag and drop email builder, which is templates very similar to the sign up form that we can send emails from, or we have the plain text message, and we also have code your own HTML, but we're not going to cover that because it's far beyond this course. Okay, so for the first one I'm going to use a plain text message. As it loads, you can see this is very simple, easy to do, and all you need to do is have a subject line in here and the actual text in here. So for my subject line I'm going to say thank you. So this is going to be the first email that goes out after they've confirmed their subscription that you saw in the previous video. So thank you for signing up. Here's the details of the first, or let's change that, let's say see inside for your first video. And then in the text, like I say, we can just put in some dummy text which says thank you for signing up. Now, here is the first video, and then in here I would put a YouTube link or a link to the video which wherever I'm hosting it. So I'll show you how to do that in an extra session, but for the time being I'm just going to put in a dummy YouTube link to go here. Many thanks, Liam. Now of course you want to spend a lot more time than I have done there in terms of creating the content of the email, and also thinking very heavily about what the subject line is going to be, because it's important that the subject line is what they see, is whether or not they're going to open your videos, and that is something known as copywriting. And again, I can put together some links below this video on recommended resources for helping you with copywriting, with helping you write sales emails and things of that nature. But what I want to do next is I want to go down, and we can click save to save the message. We can click next. Okay, and in the settings we can say track clicks on website links in this message. We will leave that on because we do want to track the stats. We click save, and then we should be given the option to schedule when this automatically goes out once it saves. Okay, as you can see, it's send immediately, on the first email. So as soon as people sign up and they click confirmation, this is the send immediately one, and then we can create a second one. And just for the user example, I'll use a drag and drop email builder. Okay, now in this one you can have templates that you can use. So along the right hand side here we have a range of different templates. You can scroll down, there's hundreds here, and it's really upon preference. Just for ease of use, let's use geometric. So double click that so you can link in here, and then it's just really playing around with it. So we can change the headline here. So let's say, because this is going to be the second one, so let's say second video is here, and we can personalize it again. I forgot to show you that in the previous one, but if we want to personalize things, we can add in personalize, and they have the options here based on what they've inputted. So we've got full name, or we can add in first name, last name, email address. They're probably the only ones that you'd want to use. I'd recommend only using names. So we click in first name here. So then we can say, hey, first name. We'll delete that one, which is already there. And then the second video is here. We want to add in a picture, so we can play around here. So changing articles, add pictures here, so you can click to edit that, and the image here, you can upload a file or browse image gallery. Let's see if there's anything in there. Stock images, so we can add that in. That should click replace image. Try that one more time. There we are, so that's all that comes in there. And then we can add different content, very straightforward, have a play around. Other things that we can add which could be useful is the follow me. So some people choose to use, if we drag that down, we'll use a follow me at the bottom, and you can link that up to your Facebook and Twitter accounts, and I'll show you how to do that in a separate email, or you can add it in here, new Facebook account and new Twitter account. And then other things such as the logo. This is where in the overall settings we could add the logo, and this is where you can just drag and drop this in. I don't have the logo there, but you could just add that in if we chose to. So your logo would go in here. Just remove that here for the time being. Paragraph, images, and you can really just play around with this and see to get the video how you like. Sorry, to get the email how you like. We'll then go down, we can click save. Oh, it's already told us that there was no. So second video inside, let me know how you are progressing. Scroll down, click save again, so it's saved. And then click next. And now this is in the settings, so this is the second email that's gone out. You can see slightly different from the first one when I mentioned that we could set the interval at which this message is sent in comparison to the previous message. So like I say, so this is number 2, and it's currently set automatically to 999 days after the previous message. So if they signed up, they would then get the immediate message 1. This one would be sent 999 days after that. Now obviously 999 days isn't what we are after, so what I'd recommend is if you want to do a daily email, daily drip fed content, you change that to 1, so it'd be 1 day after the previous. And that's where some people can sometimes get confused, because they think that it's actually being sent 2 days after, so they put 2 in here, and it unfortunately gets sent 3 days after the previous message, or from when they signed up. So if that makes sense, 1 day interval, days after the previous message. The other options we can also add in the section which is the scheduler for the send window. So for example, if you wanted to only send this message on certain days and times, so I don't know if it was specific to a Magic Monday video, that you only wanted this email sent on a Monday, and people then signed up but they previously signed up to the website on a Friday, with it being interval 1, they would be sent it on a Saturday, but you don't want it to be sent to a Monday because it's not relevant, so you can click Monday here, and that you can send them messages based on each subscriber's local time, which will use their local time on their computer here. and then you can apply these days and times to all messages. Now most of the time I found that I don't really need to use this, so I normally have it off and I'll just use this interval settings. Have a little play around with that if it's something that you do require. Okay. We can then click save and exit, and it will be added to our sequences of emails in our follow-up once it's saved. So here we are. So now in our messages follow-up series, you can see that the first message, the thank you for signing up, see you inside for your first video, is sent immediately after people confirm their subscription. The second will be sent to the second video inside, and we sent 1 day after the previous message. So the second video will be, the second email will be sent 1 day after the previous message here. We would create a third and send it maybe 2 days after. It will be sent 2 days after this second email, and so on and so forth. Okay, now hopefully that makes sense. What I'll do now is I'll go back to my email address, we'll confirm subscription, and hopefully if it works it will show us the in action. So what you see there is I clicked on this confirmation subscription link and it automatically sent me through to the autoresponder help website. Now the reason for that is because we added the autoresponderhelp.com as the confirm success page URL when setting it up. Again, please see the video at the end of this course which will show you how to change this to a automatic confirmation page for adding a delivery content. Okay, so now that's it. When we go back to inbox, in the next few minutes we should hopefully be sent an automatic email which will be the follow-up, thank you for signing up, see you inside for your first video.